times. Tonight will be the 11th time in the regional tournament. And 6 of the previous times Henderson won, and 4 of the times Caldwell has won. So,
how many times did we play them in the championship of the region?
We've beat them in the championship twice, and we've lost to them twice in earlier rounds, and then they've beaten us twice in the championship. So,
yeah,
it's quite the history. It's quite the rivalry. Don't think that Coach Kortner hadn't been thinking about these stats all day today. I'm sure he's shared them with the girls. They know what this means. And since Caldwell County won their last regional championship was in 2012, none of these girls has experienced that. We had
That's right.
Katie Van Hooser was 8th grade. Well, that was Jesse's senior year, so we didn't win the regional championship that year. So, yeah, there hasn't been anybody on this team that's got to experience a regional championship win. So they're hungry and they're ready for it.
Yep. Yeah, they are. And this trip to the state tournament's on the line. Of course, the state tournament will be in Louisville. And but it's a really big deal to win a regional tournament.
It is.
At any sport. In any sport.
It is. And you know, you want to say just getting there is not enough. You want to go there and perform. Of course, this year the Region 2 has drawn Region 7 at the state in the first round of the state tournament. And for anybody that doesn't know, Region 7 is in Louisville. And within that region, you have Assumption and Sacred Heart, which means only one of them is going to make it to the state tournament. But both of them are ranked nationally in the top 5. So
yeah, they're both in the top 5 in the nation. So
that makes it pretty tough. But you know, I told Coach Kortner, I said, there's a bright side to getting that draw. Every time that I won a regional championship, except one, we drew a school like that in our first round. So I said, maybe that's a good sign that this is our year to go back to the state championship.
Could be. Well, if you're going to get beat in the state tournament, it's good to get beat by the best team in the nation.
Yeah, that's true. And Assumption, I think the last time I checked, anyway, I haven't checked this week, but Assumption was ranked higher than Sacred Heart. Assumption was the #1 team in the state. And they may have flip-flopped. I know early in the season Sacred Heart beat Assumption, but I haven't seen what they've done in recent weeks. But they're both quality schools.
Powerhouse volleyball teams.
In our history at the state tournament, we've had the draw where Caldwell had to play Mercy, which Mercy, Sacred Heart, and Assumption are the 3 schools in Louisville that are nationally ranked schools traditionally, and all 3 of those schools have shared the state championship, winning the state championship. One of those 3 schools have done it for the last, since we've been here, 15 years, and the state championship has never been won by a public school, so it's always been a Catholic school, so private school.
Private school.
And private school, and that private school was Catholic. And in every situation, since they started doing the state tournament, they started having state volleyball championships about, I want to say in 1978. I might not be exactly right on that. It was a couple years after I graduated from high school. And back in the day, they would take 4 teams out of your region. But Western Kentucky did not have volleyball. Eastern Kentucky did not have volleyball. So it was basically Louisville and Northern Kentucky were the only schools playing in the state tournament.
That's correct.
And thanks to Title IX, the sport kind of grew across the state, and then it's come to where every region now sends teams, and each region's getting better. There's been a public school twice make it to the championship round, which is, kudos. Greenwood made it there one year, and then I think Henry Clay made it there last year, actually. But it's just tough getting over that hump, beating those Louisville.
Sure it is.
Louisville schools, but still, volleyball is growing in the state. It's been fun to be a part of it. And Caldwell County has certainly gotten their name out in the ranks. Having been the only public school to win an All-A state championship, which is at least something that, one reason why we always taken a lot of pride and put a lot of effort in playing in the state all A, trying to win the region and so forth, which Coach Courtner has carried that on. Looking at the records for this year, Caldwell County's record for the year is 20. Well, now it's 28-9. I take it back, 27-9. And Henderson, their record will be 24-14. And you know, somebody might look at the losses: 9 losses for Coach Courtner and 14 losses for Henderson. But you got to look at their opponents. You know, Henderson plays a lot of out-of-state teams. They're up, you know, of course, close to Indiana, and they try to go and pick up teams, play teams that are better than they are, and that's how you get better. Coach Courtner is doing the same thing. He went this year to played in a tournament in Louisville, and you know, didn't win very many games up there, but and he played in a tournament in Central Hardin, and again, you know, took several losses there, but. You know, the only way you're going to get better in anything you do, I believe, is to play somebody that's better than you are.
Play competition.
And then you can get better. You figure out what.
But this year, both teams drew in the opposite brackets, and they played their way through the tournament, and now they're meeting here in the championship match, and that's the way it should be. The 2 best teams in the region playing for the championship.
Yeah, it was a perfect draw for both these teams. For it to line up like this, and like you said, for the best, by all accounts, the best 2 teams in the region meeting each other in the finals, and it's never good to meet in the earlier rounds but that's, you know, that's just the luck of the draw.
It happens.
It does, and you know, somebody else gets an opportunity to play in the championship, and good for them, and that's just part of the game. I've heard somebody talking about seeding the regional tournament. I don't know if. How that works, if that's something that's done anywhere else. We've never done it. I don't know if it's even something that's a possibility. But, you know, sometimes that's just fun of the draw. You know, you get real anxious when you go do the draw. If it's seeded, you don't have that little bit of excitement.
Well, it is seeded to a certain extent that the teams that are winners out of their district will face off against a loser from another district.
That's true.
And the team that's in your district will automatically be opposite brackets from you, so you won't have to face them until possibly the championship.
That's true.
And that's sort of seeding.
It is, and that's a good way to do it. It was kind of funny. I was talking to one of the other coaches, and they didn't feel like getting a loser out of our district was a plus, because I think right now District 7 is one of the stronger districts, with Madisonville being the losing team and Caldwell being the winning team. You know, Madisonville has been playing real well, and they gave Henderson all they wanted last night. I mean, they went 27-25 in the first set, and it looked like it was going to really make Henderson earn their spot tonight. Good for them. Madisonville had a good season. They put on a good show last night, and Henderson did what they had to do to win. So that's been a good tournament so far. We've seen some quality play. I think UHA did a great job competing in their first round. You know, we've seen Livingston play and Trigg County. It's been a good tournament so far.
So far, yeah. The people here at Trigg County done a good job running the tournament. We've had very few problems.
Caldwell's on the floor right now taking their warm-ups. Henderson's already had theirs, and we'll have play will begin here in about 4.5 minutes, what the clock shows. And Coach Courtney's trying to get the girls warmed up and fired up, mainly trying to settle their nerves and get them focused to start out. You know, last night they started out 6-0, and they didn't want to start like that against Hopkinsville. And tonight they don't want to start out 6-0 against Henderson.
Yeah. But they settled down last night and then got back into their game and came on through and had a long run themselves and were successful, winning in 3 straight sets.
Yeah, and even though they got off to a slow start, you know, their first 3 touches on the ball were errors, but then they came back and like I said, got back in the rhythm. But what I noticed, and it was probably a good thing, is that they never got flustered. They didn't get panicky because they was down 6-0. They just kept doing what they do. They settled down and they started getting the kills and started taking control of the game. And you and I talked about it during the game, is that Caldwell has to control the tempo. If they can control the tempo of the game and force the other team into out-of-system plays and so forth, then they're going to control the match. And they got to do that tonight against Henderson.
Well, that's the way it is with almost any team. You know, Caldwell's is a powerful hitting club. Henderson has some outstanding hitters, and Henderson's a very good blocking team. So when you have a very good blocking team playing a very good hitting team, it makes for an interesting match.
That's true. Henderson's got two blockers, number 2 and number 3. One of them's number 3 is a Watkins, and number 2 is Springer. And
both those girls are what, about 5'11", 6 foot?
Yeah, I don't have their height, but they're every bit that, maybe a little over. And oddly enough, both of those girls are daughters of 2 past Henderson coaches. Serena Springer, which is number 2 at Brooke Springer's mother. She was a head coach at Henderson for a couple years. And Anita Watkins, who is Hannah Watkins, number 3, that's her mother. And Anita was head coach at Henderson for a few years. So those girls are gym rats, no doubt. They grew up in the gym, grew up with the game of volleyball, and they know how to play.
They know how to play.
Hannah's a junior and Brooke is a sophomore, so they're going to be around a while. Henderson, other big gun is number 7. Her name is Libby Dockemeyer, and she's a senior, so she's very seasoned. She's been to the state tournament a few times, and she's played Caldwell last year in the championship, so she's no stranger to Caldwell or to tough situations, and she's a pretty powerful hitter. And we talked last night when we was watching her play that she's got what we refer to as a heavy arm, and that when she hits the ball, it sounds different and it's got a little emphasis on it. So she's going to be something that Caldwell County is going to have to pay attention to. And she plays all the way around. She's the only one of the 3 hitters that plays all the way around, of the 3 big hitters. Of course, on the Caldwell side, Carly Peak, Region Player of the Year, she's got a heavy arm of her own. She does not play all the way around, but boy, is she active in the front row. She is everywhere. She can hit outside, she can hit right side, she can hit middle, and Carly's a force up there. And she's quick for a big girl. She's very explosive, and that's what makes Carly so dangerous. The teams are lining up. The announcers are getting ready to do the lineups. And last night when they tried to do the national anthem, they had a problem with their recording, and one of the officials stepped up and sang it and did an amazing job. Yeah. And I really kind of hope they don't even try the recording tonight. They ought to just ask Scott to do it again. But it looks like they're over there trying to get it started.
He may be prepared tonight.
And we're going to pause as they do the national anthem.
At the twilight
Well, there you have it. That was another official. I'm not, don't know that gentleman, but boy, he did a good job.
He
too.
did an outstanding job.
It's gonna kind of make it hard for me to yell at them if they're going to sing the national anthem that well, isn't it? Maybe not.
Yeah, we're not going to yell at them anyway.
No,
we may disagree with them.
They're going to do an amazing job. It's a good group, looks like down there. I know 2 of them, and 2 of them I don't. But looks like we're going to be set up for a good competitive match and getting ready to do the lineups. Getting ready to do. Getting ready to do the lineups. Doing Caldwell first. Savannah Tays. Kendall Proud. Carly Peak. Savannah and Kendall are setters. Carly's a middle hitter. Abby Griggs, another middle hitter. Olivia Mitchell plays outside. And Shaden Allen, the other outside. And Taylor Whalen is the libero. And I'm hoping that we call Taylor Tayway, and I hope her grandparents up in Northern Kentucky are listening and watching us again tonight. We're glad we're able to live stream this so that they can enjoy and watch Taylor in her senior year.
Especially this is a senior year?
Yeah. And now Henderson County. Number 2, Brooke Springer. Number 3, Hannah Watkins. Sophie Margalot. Libby Dockmeyer. Jordan Troutman. Emma Gillen. And number 6, Casey Chakowski, and she is the libero. The libero, as we know, wears a different colored jersey than everybody else. They have different substitution rules, and the official has to be able to see them clearly, and that's why they wear a different colored jersey, because their substitution process is different than everybody else's on the team.
Yeah, Henderson's libero's wearing pink. Caldwell's libero's wearing white. Caldwell's wearing their blue jerseys tonight. Henderson's in black.
We've got the whistle. The girls come to the net, give their good lucks to each other, wish everybody a safe and a competitive game, and we're ready to get this game started. They circle up in the middle, and Henderson team's huddled up. Caldwell's team's circled up. And we're ready to play ball.
We're just seconds away from the start. 2017 championship volleyball match, second region. Terry
Carter is the R2. He's doing the lineup checks right now. And Scott Colley is the R1 on the ladder. He'll be in charge of the game as a head official. And PC signaled the liberos that they can come in and do their subbing, and we're ready to get this.
I don't recognize either one of the line judges.
I don't either.
But they are both KHSAA officials.
The gentleman on the Henderson side, he's been here all week line judging, and but I don't know him. He's not been around when I was coaching.
Henderson won the toss, so they're going to serve first.
The libero Chakowski steps back to the service line, waiting on the officials to get the nod from the captains. Tayway gives the thumbs up, and here's the whistle.
Here we are.
Ball's up. Kendall Prowl makes the pass right to Savannah. Savannah pushes it out to, oh yeah, Carly Creek. She gets a good swing right on the back line, and she draws first blood. Caldwell's up 1-0. Now Caldwell rotates on the serve, and Olivia Mitchell steps to the service line, gets the whistle. She does a little jump serve. It's passed by Dockemeyer. They set Hannah Watkins. Kendall passes it up. Savannah sets it out to Shaden. Shaden gets a tip off the block and scores.
The ball went off the block and then went off the outstretched arms of the barrel.
Lydia steps back to the service line again. Shaden did a good job of hitting high on the block so that they can't block it down. Lydia serves it. They pass it up. Kowski, they set Dockemeyer. Peak blocks it, but they play it back up. This time Hannah Watkins swings and she gets the kill. And it looks like they're going to come right at the middle and try to work Carly. I think Carly's up for it. Henderson's rotated. Number 14 has entered the game. That is Kaylee Norman. She steps back to serve. She replaced Jordan Troutman. She serves. Olivia Mitchell passes. Savannah sets Shaden Allen. It was a little bit offset, but she tipped it over and got the kill.
Caldwell's up 3-1.
And this lineup here is where they've got Henderson's got the two big blockers in the front row at the same time. Springer and Watkins. Savannah serves it. Bachmeyer passed it. They set Hannah Watkins, and she gets the kill. And we're going to have to try to figure out a way not to let Hannah get the ball anymore and we can help it, because she's pretty effective attacker.
Yeah, she's had 2 swings and 2 kills.
But now she's rotated to the back row, and she's going to serve. She gets the whistle. Serves it. Oh, it flips the net and comes over. I thought sure it was going to die in the net, but it rolled over and she gets an ace. Shaden was right there, but when it hit the tape, it rolled. It clipped it sideways, and Shaden couldn't get to it. Hannah steps back, gets the whistle. Jump serve again. This time she gets an ace off of Kendall Prowl. That's 2 aces in a row. She's got a nice little jump floater, and then you know that ball's coming at Kendall. It's got all kinds of movement. She's going to have to battle to play that ball up. It's coming right back at her, I'll bet. And it does. And this time she frees it between Kendall and Tayway, and that's a tough serve. They're going to have to.
That's a tough serve.
Kendall needs to be expecting. She's a freshman back there. She needs to expect that it's going to come at her again. This time Tayway steps up and takes it. Savannah sets behind her. It was not a good set. Olivia Mitchell was able to pass it on over. They set out to their middle. Dockemeyer, she swings. We get it off the block. Kendall sets. Peak steps back and just pushes it over. I think Olivia was wanting to swing at it. They set back row to Hannah Watkins, and she hits the ball out of bounds.
Score is Henderson 5, Caldwell 4.
It's saying 5-3. I think we're 5. I think we're the home team. Caitlin Conway enters the game. She had some critical serves yesterday. She serves it. Dockemeyer passes it. They set it right back to her. She gets a swing down the line, scores. And that's Libby Dockemeyer's first. You're right. They did correct the score, and we are 4, and Henderson now 6. On the rotation, Eamon Gilham has rotated the service spot. Caitlin leaves the game, and Tayway comes back in. Ball served. Tayway makes the pass. Kendall Prowl passes it behind her. She sets straight now, and she pushes to the corner. Watkins is able to run it down. They set Dockemeyer. She rolls it. Savannah passes it up. Kendall sets out to Shaden, makes the blockers move. But they get there, and they block it down and get the kill.
Yeah, Caldwell had good ball movement, moved it, set the ball across the court. But Henderson had one-on-one blocking and was able to block the ball down.
Ball's up. Emma serves it. Gilham serves it. We're out of system. Abby gets a little roll shot to Dockemeyer. She sends it right back over. We send it right back to her, which was a mistake. However, she hit the net, and we get the ball anyway. Libby was trying to push that back over as quick as she could, and she hit the net, and that was a good for us because we was way out of system.
Score is Henderson 7, Caldwell 5.
And Riley Thomas enters the game, steps back to the service line for Shaden Allen. She has a good serve, goes to Chukowski. They pass it up, back row attack from Hannah Watkins. Riley makes a great dig. Tayway sets it up to Olivia on the outside. She just rolls it over. They pass it up tight to the net. Abby Griggs is there, ball still alive. Don't celebrate yet, girls. Pass it back up, out to Olivia Mitchell. She gets the swing, and she just pushes it through the blockers. And Olivia Mitchell gets her first kill of the night. That was a good rally.
That was a good, very good rally. Both teams played up tough balls.
Riley Thomas serves it again. Still to Chukowski. I wish she'd serve it to someone else. They said Hannah Watkins, and she hits the ball out of bounds. And that's 2 back row hitting arrows on Hannah right now, so they may think twice about continuing that set option. Riley goes back to the service line. She gets the whistle. I'd like to think she's going to serve it to the 1 hole. This time she tried to serve it to Hannah, but she clips the net and gets a service error. Henderson rotates, and that is Sophie Margalot that goes back to the service line. And she gets the whistle. She serves Savannah Tage, passes it up. Kendall gets a good pass. She sets it off the net too far. Abby has to roll it over, but Dockemeyer gets the set, and she gets the kill. We're going to have to be more aggressive if we're going to keep that ball out of their hitters' hands, because right now we're just sending roll shots and free balls, and they're going to be bringing those back with some heat.
Yeah. When we hit a free ball over, they're going to hit it back hard.
And Margaret serves it again. This time she gets an ace. It was a little short, just a little short off-speed serve, and it finds the court. Come on, Tayway's trying to pep the girls up. We've got a lot of freshmen out there on the floor right now. She goes deep this time to Tayway. She passes it to Kendall. Kendall gets it out there to Olivia Mitchell. Olivia just messes it through the blockers again. Blockers are there, but Olivia's just hitting it through them. Blockers are not doing a good job right there in that situation to penetrate the net. And Olivia's able to push it through.
Olivia's got a quick swing.
Kendall Powell. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Kendall Powell served it short. Chukowski came in and then dove and played it up right over the net, and Olivia Mitchell made him pay for it. Boy, that was a sweet kill. Nice serve on Kendall's part.
Score is Henderson 10, Caldwell 9.
She tried to serve it short again. This time she hits the net. You know, Caldwell's very aggressive on their serves. They really try spot serving, and they do a lot of float serves. They're going to miss a few, but that's just a risk you take by being super aggressive. Dockemeyer moves to the back row for Henderson. She serves it deep. Taylor one-arms it, but she's able to get it. Abby just tips it over the block. They play, not able to play it up, and Abby Griggs gets her first kill tonight.
That was a nice tip. Nice tip. Tip to the donut, right spot, the open spot right in the middle of the court.
Abby rotates to the serve, so she goes off the floor, and Tayway goes back to serve. She tried to serve it short, and she misses her serve, and now you got to wonder, 3 missed serves in the set so far out of their 12 points. Yeah, you want to be aggressive, but you can't miss 3 serves.
Got to get serves in.
You can't miss 2 in a row for sure. Now Chukowski serves it us. Tayway passes it out. Savannah shoots the ball out to Peak, and that was a tempo set, which means it was real low. We called it a shoot. She just threw it out there. Blockers can't get there in time, and Peak puts that ball away. Nice set by Savannah Tays. Olivia Mitchell goes to the service position. Hopefully she's going to get this one in and get us back on the aggressor side. And she serves it deep. Johnny, that's 3rd missed serve in a row.
That's 4 we've had this set.
4 this set, 3 in a row. And that's just keep giving Henderson a little too much opportunity. We just can't continue to do that and expect to be successful. Kaylee Norman has entered the game, and she stepped back to serve. She's got the whistle. Rolls up. Tayway makes a good pass to Savannah. She sets Peak. Peak just rolls it over the block. They pancake it, and Watkins just sends it over. Savannah dumps the ball back. Watkins attacks on 2. Tayway makes the dig. Savannah sets out to Shaden Allen. Shaden just pushes the ball deep. Chukowski plays it up and not able to get to it, and Shaden gets her kill. That's her 3rd kill of the set. You know, we're getting good offense. We're just going to have to get our serves in.
Going to have to get serves in.
Savannah Tay steps back to the service line. And then she handcuffs Dockmeyer, and she gets an ace. That ball, she didn't know the forearm, use your hands or what, and it just froze her. And Savannah gets it.
The score is 13-13.
Savannah gets the whistle, serves again. This time it's played up. They set Watkins. She gets the swing cross court, and she gets a kill. And we're going to have to find an answer for that. She's got her third kill tonight. And I'm a little surprised by this. They've subbed Watkins out, and Maggie Vincent enters the game because Watkins had 3 aces against her in her first round of
first round of serving.
Olivia Mitchell makes a pass. Savannah sets Carly Poot, and she gets a big swing, no touches, and it goes out of bounds. She was trying to go off I'm sure she's trying to go high off the block, and it just sailed out of bounds. Blockers got out of the way. Serve again. This time Olivia makes a pass. Carly Peak does the set, and it was not pretty, but we free it over. They got it in their setter's hand. They go to Dockmeyer. Oh, Carly was there. It rolled, hit the net, rolled down the net, and we're just not able to get it back up. Dockmeyer gets a kill.
The score is Henderson 16, Caldwell 13.
Maggie Vincent steps back, gets the whistle. Serves again. Olivia Mitchell makes a pass. Savannah sets Carly behind her. And this time, Carly's not worried about going high off the block. She takes that ball straight to the ground, about 12 feet from the net. That was
that was a nice hit. That was a nice swing.
That was a try to get the team fired up kind of swing. And Caitlin Tomway enters the game and serving for Carly. Caitlin steps back, serves it at Dockmeyer. She makes a good pass. They set back to her. We have no blockers. No blockers, and if we don't have a blocker in front of that goal, she's going to score all day long.
Yeah, we've got to keep the ball out of her hands.
On the rotation, Emma Gilham goes back to the service line. Scores 17-14 Henderson. She gets the whistle. Tayway makes the pass. Kendall sets Shaden Allen behind her, and Shaden gets a good kill. You know, Johnny, we're doing a lot of things right. Shaden's got 4 kills on the night. We've got to just be able to stop a few of their attacks. If we can stop a few of their attacks the way we're attacking, we're doing well.
We're attacking the ball well. We're not blocking their shots and 4 missed serves.
Riley Thomas serves the ball. They free it over, which is exactly what you want. This is our opportunity. We have got to score on this, and Olivia Mitchell tips the ball out of bounds. Yeah, the little confusion, the line judge called a tip, but he was talking about Olivia tipping it out of bounds. And he corrected himself. That ball was out. It is Henderson's point. No doubt about it.
No doubt. 18-15 Henderson.
Sophie Martin steps back to the service. She serves deep. Tayway passes it up. Abby doesn't let Kendall get to it. She passes it out to Olivia. Olivia hits it. They set Springer. She is dug by Tayway. Kendall sets Abby, and Kendall's called for a double contact. And it did come off of her hands. She did not have good hands on that ball, and that's unfortunate. And Coach Portner calls a timeout to try not to let this get too far out of hand. It scores 15-19, and he just wants to tell the girls, look, settle down. You're doing good things. We've got, Shaden Allen's got 4 kills. Carly Peak's got 3. Olivia's got 3. We've
got more kills than Henderson.
Yeah, we've also got more errors, and that's why they're ahead.
That's right.
That's why they're ahead in the game right now. Exactly right. And right now we have 4 service errors, and I've got us with a ball handling error, which is a set error, and 2 hitting errors. So right there, we're ahead in the game if we eliminate the 4 service errors.
If we eliminate half those errors.
Everybody's back out on the floor. Sophie Margolot's back on the service line. And Scott gives the whistle. And we're back in play. Tayway makes the pass. Kendall gets good hands on it. Olivia gets a good swing, and she gets the kill. If we can just minimize the errors, then we're going to, and that's what Coach is telling us. Just minimize your unforced errors. They're going to get their points. We know that. We're getting our points. We just can't give them points. Kendall Prowell's got the whistle, and she serves the ball out of bounds. That's her second service error of the night. And, she's a freshman. It's, Coach is stepping up to her, trying to calm her down. And this is the first time she's been in this situation in the regional finals. And It's going to take her a minute. Tayway steps up, gives her some instructions, tries to get her head back in the game, and here we go. Savannah Tays makes a pass. Tayway sets, and she didn't get good hands on it either, and they call her for a double contact. It was a little bit of an odd pass. Savannah didn't get good hands on it. She just threw it up to the middle, and Tayway tried to come over and
Tayway's got to play that ball underhanded.
Riley makes the dig. Abby gets a good swing. They play it up, and it was too tight to the net, and they can't get it over, so Abby's going to get a kill out of that.
Henderson 21 and Caldwell 17.
Taylor Whalen steps back to the service line. She missed her first serve of the night, so that's not normal for Tayway. She's going to get this ball in. She serves it short. They pass it up. They set outside to Watkins, and Tayway digs the attack, but we're not able to get it back over the net. Watkins gets another kill. You know, it's pretty evident that Henderson is attacking. Their outside is doing most of their attacking, and that's where both our setters are set up. Daniel's running a 4-2, and we don't have any blockers over there. Serve it up. Savannah gets it to Olivia Mitchell, and she gets the kill.
Livy's having a good night.
She's having a good night. We're going to have to figure out how to shut down that outside attack. You got Savannah is the right side, and then Kendall's the right side, and neither one of those girls can shut down Hannah Watkins on a block. Livy Mitchell goes back to serve. They make a good pass. They pass it to Hannah Watkins, and she gets another kill. That time she ran a 31, which meant Carly Peak had to move to go help with the block, and Savannah's in the front row. She's not able to get a block on that, and they're getting free swings. Now, I'm afraid that's going to be what our challenge is going to be, is to how to get a blocker in front of these big hitters. Kaylee Norman steps back, and that's the first missed serve for Henderson tonight. That gives us a little bit of a chance at 19-23. Savannah Tays is a very good server, steps back to the service line. She serves to Dockmeyer. They pass it up. Their setter gets it back to the right side where Hannah Watkins is, and she just rolls that ball deep and scores. I'm telling you, every time she touches the ball, she scores.
The ball hit on the line. This is set point coming up. Henderson 24, Caldwell 19.
And Watkins leads the game as Maggie Vincent comes in. She scored 2 on serve a while ago. Ball's up. Tayway makes a good pass right to Savannah. She sets Carly Peak. No surprise. They block it. We just push it back over. They're a little bit out of system. They just push it over. Savannah gets it to Kendall Prowse. She sets Carly Peak behind her. Carly had to go all the way around Savannah and run that slide on the right side. That was a good call and a good place to set the ball. And they can't get a blocker on her either.
We're hitting the ball really well. We're just having trouble stopping their hits.
Still set point for Henderson. Caitlin Conway comes in. She makes a good serve. Chakowski makes a pass. It's not a good pass. Oh, Abby Griggs really should not have tried to block that. They just push it deep, and we're not able to get to the ball, and they score. And their first set goes to Henderson, 25-20. And you know what? If I'm Coach Courtner, I don't go to the huddle frustrated or stressed out with the girls, and I don't go in there telling them what you got to do, that you're doing this wrong and you're doing that wrong. They're doing a lot of things right. We scored 20 points. We made 4 service errors.
5 service errors.
You're right, 5 service errors. That's the difference in the game.
That's the difference in the game.
One little adjustment, settle your nerves. I probably would be talking about what am I going to do to try to get a blocker over there to shut down that outside attack. It might be something as simple as put a blocker over there and make them send their attack somewhere else and make them do something different. And sometimes that's all you can do in a coaching situation is try to make the other team do something out of their comfort zone.
Do something different.
And, they're not making us do anything different, really. We're attacking the ball well. We're getting good scores. Carly Peak had 4 kills. Shaden Allen had 4 kills. Olivia Mitchell had 5 kills. Abby Griggs had 2 kills. I mean, my gosh, that's an arsenal. It's the unforced errors. Eliminate the unforced errors, and we're going to be right back in this game.
Absolutely.
And all right, we're going to take about a minute break, and we'll be back to start the second set.
Soon, please, will be tree-falling, football, and deer season is right around the corner. When those little critters get scurrying around, sometimes our vehicles get in their way. When that happens, Tri-Shoes Incorporated hopes you remember our body shop to get you back on the road. We offer free estimates, 3-stage paint process that is guaranteed as long as you own your vehicle, and certified technicians that together offer 120 years of combined experience. We keep rental vehicles readily available, so even if your car is out of commission, you don't have to be. Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
All right, we're back at Trigg County High School at the Wildcat Gym. The finals, the championship game of the second region volleyball tournament. Caldwell County against Henderson County, and Henderson just took the first set 25-20, and teams are back out on the court. Caldwell's going to get the first serve.
Taylor Whalen steps back and serves it.
Ball goes to Dockmeyer. She passes it up. They set her outside to Hannah Watkins. This time we play it up. Get the ball to Savannah. Savannah gets it to Olivia Mitchell. She gets a good swing. That was a little bit of a borderline play. We blocked it out of bounds off of Hannah Watkins. I thought the dig by Dockmeyer, was a little bit of a lift. She kind of reached that ball behind her, but anyhow, the officials
she reached behind her and brought it forward.
And Watkins gets the kill off our block. Chakowski steps back to serve. Shaden Allen makes a good pass. Savannah goes out to Carly Peak. She gets a good swing. She hits the ball out of bounds. And right now, Henderson jumps out to a 2-0 lead. And that's all right. You know, Caldwell's getting opportunities. It's going to happen if they can just settle down. Peak makes the pass. Oh, we set it a little tight. Olivia was able to just reach over, tip that over the block, and she gets the kill. And that was a good athletic move on Olivia Mitchell's part. Set was a little bit tight to the net, and blockers were all over it, and Olivia just poked it through. Olivia rotates back to the service spot. She gets the whistle. She does a little jump serve, clips the net. Dockmeyer plays it off. They have to run it down. We get a free ball. We need to capitalize on this. Peak passes to Savannah. She gives it right back to her. And I'm telling you, if Sophie Martelot didn't have her hands in front of her face, she was going to
She would have eaten that one.
She would have got a facial, as they call it. And that was a nice swing on Carly. Olivia goes back to the service line. She gets the whistle. We'll jump serve again. This time it's between Dockmeyer and Martelot, and they couldn't decide on who's going to get it, and Olivia gets an ace.
Score is Caldwell 3, Henderson 2.
Just like that, the momentum changes a little bit. Volleyball is such a game of swings and momentum and energy.
Runs.
Olivia serves. This time Dockmeyer makes a good pass. They set Hannah Watkins. And Olivia got one arm dig, goes into the net. Carly tried to play it out, and she just couldn't get it. Dockmeyer gets a kill. We had more kills than they did in the first set. So we're getting opportunities. We're just going to have to settle down and minimize our errors.
Eliminate our errors. We'll be all right.
Maggie Vincent steps back to serve for Henderson. Tayway passes it up. They set Carly Peak. Carly gets a nice swing, and she gets a kill. Savannah Tays rotates back to she's looking for the ball from they got ball shaggers, but didn't want to give us the ball, so they ran down the game ball. And Savannah steps up, gets the whistle. She serves it to Dockmeyer. She passes it to the setter. She goes to Watkins, and I don't know if we've stopped her yet, Johnny.
I don't think so.
She didn't even swing hard at that one.
That wasn't even a power hit, but it went down. It was effective.
It was effective. She went over the blockers. And now Maggie Vincent. I think Maggie Vincent just served that ball. I'm going to have to say Maggie Vincent's out of rotation. I had her serving the ball a second ago, unless I had the wrong one. I might have. I think number 14 might have been the one that served it. Kaylee Norman served it first. All right, so Maggie Vincent serves her second time. Kendall Prowl passes it up. It's out of system. And, oh, that is bad miscommunication. Savannah has to set the ball off the net because the pass was off the net. And Kendall came up and was going to push it over. Shaden stepped back to get it, and ball hits the ground. They serve it at Kendall again. Tayway has to set Shaden, and she rolls it off the block. Gets good heads-up kill.
Henderson 6, Caldwell 5. Caitlin Conway goes back to the service for the Lady Tigers. She throws it up. Good shot, good serve.
Dockmar made the pass. She got the set. Olivia Mitchell made the dig. We just send it over. They're going back out to Dockmeyer. No surprises there. Caitlin Conway makes the pass. It goes right over the net. We play it up. Kendall's able to push that ball out to Shaden. Good ball. Shaden hits it over. They dump it and get called for being in the net. The pass was pushing their setter, Kaylee Norman, into the net. She tried to dump it over, and she just clipped it with her shoulder.
And I didn't know whether she clipped it or she was under it.
She might have been, but she did go into the net.
She definitely was under it.
Caitlin serves again. This time Chakowski's not able to handle it. They free it over. They get it up, but free it over. Kendall gets a good pass. They set Shaden a little too tight to the net. Shaden's not able to push it over. They block it back at us. And Emma Gillihan rotates back to the service line. And Kendall set that ball just a little too tight to the net, and Olivia couldn't do anything with it. Ball's up. Savannah Tays does not make a good pass. We keep it alive, roll the ball deep. That was good on Abby's to get that deep. Dockmeyer gets an out-of-system set, and she hits it out of bounds. Now that's a rare mistake, hitting mistake by Henderson. I only have that to be their third hitting mistake of the game.
Now that ball was coming from her over her shoulder to hit it, and it's a little tougher to do that.
Riley Thomas serves the ball. They dump it on a bad pass. Abby tips it over, and she tips it out of bounds. And you have to notice, Caldwell's playing aggressive, and we're getting a lot of kills. But Johnny, we've only got 2 seniors, and we've got a freshman setter, a sophomore setter. We've got a freshman DS. They Henderson just got an ace out of Sophie Margalot.
Ball hit the net, just slipped over.
So Caldwell's very young, and they're going to make young people mistakes. Olivia Mitchell gets a set. She has to tip it over. It's too tight to the net for her to swing at, but she was able to tip it over and get a kill. And Olivia's a freshman, so we're a very young team. Kendall Prowl steps back to the service line. She serves it short. They pass it up. They set behind him to Dockmeyer. She's blocked. She pays it up herself. And this time they just dump it over, and oh my goodness, she told us yesterday that she was going to do that, and we just did not react. That ball went into the donut. We call that a campfire. There was 5 people surrounding it, and nobody got it. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a gimme there.
That was a gimme. Dockmeyer steps back and serves, and she gets an ace. And scores extended out to 11-8 Henderson. And waiting for them to run the ball down. And Cole County needs to settle down just a little bit. They need to.
Well, we just got to play. Got to play the ball up.
Making a few too many errors. Dockmeyer serves to Riley. Riley makes a tight pass. Kendall was able to dig it over. It goes over the net. They're out of system. But they get it to Hannah Watkins. Tayway made a great dig, but nobody was able to run it down, and Hannah gets another score. I tell you, she's on fire right now. Hannah Watkins is. Libby Dockmeyer steps back to serve again. This time Tayway makes a good pass. Kendall sets Abby Griggs. Abby tips it over the block, and she gets the kill.
Henderson's playing very nearly very clean ball. They've not made very many mistakes.
They've not made very many mistakes. Tayway serves the ball, serves it short. They come up, make a pass. We set outside to Hannah Watkins. Goes off the block. Kendall sets on second ball. And Savannah tries to dip it over, but they block her. There's two. That's Springer and Watkins both right there in front of Savannah. Both those girls are 6 foot or more. And that's going to be tough. And they block it right back at us. And Jakowski, the libero, steps back to serve. She serves at Riley Thomas. Riley makes a good pass to Savannah. Savannah sets Olivia Mitchell, gets a good swing. Jakowski gets a dig. It goes up into the rafters, and they're not able to play it out. And Olivia gets a kill. That's Olivia's third kill of the set. And she steps back to the rotation, back to the service line.
Scores Henderson 13, Caldwell 10.
Olivia gets the whistle. Carly Peaks back in the game. Serves it at Dockmeyer. She passes it. They're a little out of system. They set that ball to Hannah Watkins in the middle. She takes an angle because Carly Peaks right there in front of her. She hits the ball out of bounds, and that's a rare error. That's only the second error of the set for them as far as a hitting error. Olivia goes back to serve. And she serves it in the net. We got to keep the momentum. Although that is our first service error of this set, we just can't stack errors up. You're going to make a few errors. Everybody does, but you just can't stack them. 14 comes in the game. Kaylee Norman replacing Jordan Troutman. Steps back to the service line. He serves it at Tayway. Tayway gives a pass to Savannah. Savannah sets Shaden Allen. Shaden tips over the block. Dockmeyer passes it up. They set Hannah Watkins. She scores. No big surprise there. The score is now 15-11 Henderson. Caldwell seems to have lost a little bit of their fire. They need to fire it back up.
We've got to get some blocks. We've got to get some blockers up there.
Ball's up. Tayway makes the pass. Savannah gets hands on it. Sets Carly Peak. She tips it over the block. Dockmeyer dives for it. They play it up. They're out of system. Jakowski just rolls it over. We're out of system now. Shaden Allen does get a good swing on it, though. Now somebody should kill that ball, but we didn't. Back to their outside. She takes a swing. We block it. They play it up again. Stay out of the net, Shaden. And waiting on the call. Henderson's trying to get a net call on Shaden. It didn't happen, and ball goes down on the floor. And
I'm not for sure that she touched the net. She was right up there close.
She was swinging at it, but she just she didn't get it apparently. Savannah Taves serves it. They make the pass. Goes to Watkins. Watkins hits it down the line and scores. Yeah, I believe if I was Henderson, I'd set her every chance I got. She is being very efficient tonight. I've got 5 kills for her on this set.
Score is Henderson 16, Caldwell 12.
Maggie Vincent steps back to the service line. She serves Tayway. She gets the ball up. Savannah has it in her hands. She goes to Carly Peak. She hits it hard. They play it up. Jakowski runs it down. We get a free ball. Come on, we need to finish. Put that ball out to Shaden Allen, and they call it out of bounds. That ball was real close, and I guess it was, huh?
It was close. It was very close.
That was a good opportunity. Both blockers were over on Carly. Kendall shot that ball out to Shaden. Shaden was one-on-one on the block and just hit it long. Tayway makes a pass. Savannah sets Carly Peak behind her. She rolls it over the blockers. They play it up. They go out to number 4. It's blocked by Carly Peak, and she gets the kill. And the tip was Sophie Margolot, and Carly Peak gets the block kill.
Score is Henderson 17, Caldwell 13. We're in need of a rally.
Caitlin Conway serves it. Dockmeyer passes it. They set her back. She just rolls it over to Savannah. Oh my goodness, a little out of system here. What is going on? All right, that was an inadvertent whistle. The official's calling for a replay. I don't know what he was calling. We had 2 players bump into each other.
I think he thought Savannah hit it 2 times in a row, but she didn't.
So volleyball is one of the few sports that has a redo. That's exactly what that is. Caitlin steps back. She gets to serve again. Nobody gets a point. And we start over. Caitlin gets the whistle. And she serves it out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Caitlin does not miss very many serves. That's the first one she's missed tonight. And Coach Courtney calls a timeout. Scores 13-18. And he just wants to rally them back up. He sees a little slump in their shoulders, and he don't want to let that happen. Henderson's got the momentum. You hear the thumping in the crowd, the bleachers. The Henderson crowd is being very active. Caldwell crowd over there is pretty quiet right now. And we really could use a little inspiration. Henderson breaks huddle first. They come back out on the line. We've got
Henderson's playing really well right now.
Emma Gilham is back in the service spot. Coach is calming everybody down. And officials have blown the whistle. Coach asked Caldwell to come back out. And the girls come back out. Caldwell's got one timeout left, and Henderson has 2. This is a little bit of a tough rotation for Caldwell when Carly's off and Olivia Mitchell's in the back row. This is a little bit of a tough rotation for him. Tayway makes a good pass to Kendall Crowell. Kendall sets Abby Grigg. Abby tips over the blockers. They pass it up. Dockmeyer attacks on second ball, but we block it out of bounds. It's pretty obvious that Caldwell's game plan is to hit the ball at Dockmeyer every chance they get, and they're making her play the ball every time. She's not getting a lot of offense, but neither are we. I mean, we're getting a lot of offense, but we're making too many errors. They go back out to Dockmeyer, and this time their setter's called for a double contact. That's Kaylee Norman. That's her first setting error of the night. And Caldwell 14-19. Riley Thomas comes in the game, placing Shaden Allen. Riley gets the whistle. And the ball is up, and she serves it out of bounds. It's our third service error of this set. And I've got our 7th unforced error of this set. So that's the difference in the game right now.
Absolutely.
Henderson serves it. Tayway passes it to Kendall. Good pass. Olivia Mitchell gets a good swing. Blockers are right there, and they get the block kill. Ball was a little bit tight to the net, and Olivia couldn't go angle on them. She hits it right into the block.
Hit it straight into the block. Double block.
Ball goes back out to Olivia. This time she hits it around the block. They pass it up there out of system. Chakowski just rolls it over. Riley passes it to Kendall. Kendall sets Abby Griggs. Both two blockers there. We play it back up. Kendall sets Olivia Mitchell. It goes off the block. They keep it alive. They're going to tip it over. Riley Thomas is there. And we're in the net, it looks like. And that would be on Abby.
Score is Henderson 22, Caldwell 14.
And Caldwell calls second timeout at 14-22. That's his final timeout of the set. And now you got to think what's coach telling them now. I mean, the whole difference in the game, the difference in this match is 100% unforced errors. Caldwell's out hitting Henderson, aside from Watkins, which Watkins has got 5 kills and a block in this set. But she's really the only offense that Henderson's given to us beyond our unforced errors. That's the game.
Yep, that's correct.
And you know, Caldwell's young. You're going to make those kind of mistakes. But you know, they're in the big game, and this is when they've got to. They're going to have to figure out how to calm the nerves and put their game faces on and just step out there and do the job.
Good.
The Henderson lineup, they've got 5 seniors on their roster and several young kids. Sophie Margalot is serving. She's a sophomore. Tayway makes a pass. Kendall sets the ball way too tight over the net, and they get the kill. That ball was set on the wrong side of the net. Olivia tried to go up to block it, and she just couldn't get there.
Score is 23 Henderson, 14 Caldwell.
Tayway sets Abby Griggs behind her. Abby has to roll it off. Ball was set behind her. They go Dockmeyer. She hits the ball out of bounds. And, you know, they're doing exactly what they wanted to do with her. Dockmeyer's not been very much of a force. She's only got 2 kills and 2 hitting errors. But they haven't found an answer for Watkins or our unforced errors, and we serve it in the net again. That's our 4th service error of the night, of the set. And
9th for the night.
9th for the night. Dockmeyer goes back to the service line, and this is set point. She serves at Tayway. Tayway makes a pass. Kendall sets it out to Olivia. Olivia gets a good set and a good swing, and she gets a kill. Make a good pass, get a good set, and get a good swing. And we've been able to convert on those all night. It's just a matter of, hopefully Tayway stepping back here to serve now. Maybe, hopefully she can get these balls inbounds. Serve short. They have to dive. They tip it over. Peak sends it right back. They're coming over on second ball, and we're nowhere near it. And they score on the setter dump.
Nope, he called.
What
he called a lift.
Called a lift on the setter?
Yeah.
We're lucky. We're lucky. Because she definitely had that ball in. Tayway serves it again. They get a good pass to her. I thought, oh, that was a double, and he called it. He called it that time. Good deal. That ball was definitely a double contact. For me to see it from way up here.
It definitely was.
All right, we got a slight little run going on. Come on, Tayway, keep it going. Oh, just over the net. Chakowski passes it up. That ball's set tight. We're not able to get our hands on it. Tayway passes it out there to Olivia. Oh, way off the net. Olivia just has to free it over. This ball, as you got to know, is going to Hannah Watkins, and she finishes the set. And that's Henderson go up 2-0, 25-18. And right now, the complete difference in this match is Caldwell's unforced errors.
Missed serves.
Missed serves and unforced errors. We're going to take a short break as the teams change courts, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
October is National Cooperative Month. Time to remind you how cooperatives work. Very simply, it is people working together to provide services and products. There are over 900 electric cooperatives like Caldwell Electric, serving 42 million people in 47 United States. Now that covers a lot of territory. At credit unions, housing, food, health, and agricultural co-ops, and you'll discover more than 29,000 co-ops nationwide. Caldwell Electric was formed to provide electric service to a few hundred people in the Caldwell area. Today, we serve over 47,000 members in a 9-county area. We provide that electric power over 5,000 miles of line, over 100,000 poles. We are here to provide solutions and services for better living through electric power. For more information about how co-ops fill a better world, visit online, www.trecc.com. We are Caldwell Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
October's a time for planning those home projects you've been putting off all summer. Fredonia Valley Bank has the right kind of loan to suit your needs. Whether it's a new roof, gutters, painting, or remodeling, Fredonia Valley Bank can assist and step you through the loan process with ease. You can count on Fredonia Valley Bank's experienced loan officers when applying for a home, vehicle, commercial, or ag loan. Loan decisions remain local and are guaranteed to stay with Fredonia Valley Bank for the life of the loan. It's a good feeling to know that local decisions are still being made at Fredonia Valley Bank, your real community bank. 600 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Annabelle. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Trigg County Wildcat Gym. We're in the regional finals at volleyball regional finals. Caldwell County playing Henderson. Caldwell is down 2-0 against Henderson. And the silver lining I'm going to find in this, Johnny, is that the 2 times that I lost as a coach to Henderson in the finals were 5-set matches where we won the first 2 sets, and Henderson came back and won the next 3. So,
I hope that continues
tonight.
So
that's what we're going to hang our hat on, and I'm a half full, a glass half full kind of coach, and I'm sure Coach Courtner is too in this situation, trying to rally this young team he has. He's got a very young team, and they're nervous. Henderson gets the first serve. Chakowski serves it. We make a good pass to Savannah. Set it to Olivia Mitchell, and we hit it out of bounds. That's not what we once started, although, I can't. Olivia has got 9 kills on the night. She's really the hot hand right now for Caldwell County, but we've got to eliminate the unforced errors. Chakowski serves it again. Kendall Prowl makes a good pass to Savannah. Savannah sets Carly Peak. She's blocked. Comes back at us. Savannah sends the ball back up. Olivia Mitchell gets a good swing. Plays it off the block. Back to their setter. They go to Hannah Watkins. She dips it. We play it up and just barely tip it over. Keep it alive. Back row attack from Dockmeyer. We play it up again. We're fighting over who's going to play it. Ball's back up to Watkins. She gets a swing, and it goes off Olivia Mitchell's shoulder. And Hannah gets the kill. Hannah Watkins gets the kill. And right now, we don't have an answer for Hannah. She's got 12 kills on the night, 13 counting that one, 6 in the first 2 sets apiece. Chakowski serves it again. We make a pass. Savannah has to run to the ball. She goes behind her to Olivia Mitchell. Olivia tips it over. They pass it out there to 22. She takes a swing, and that ball goes out of bounds, and that doesn't happen very often. Emma Gillingham hits the ball out of bounds, and Henderson on the night has only made, that's only about their 6th unforced error tonight, and we're at 19. Olivia Mitchell serves the ball. Dockmeyer does not make a good pass, goes off the ceiling. Chakowski comes in there out of nowhere. They play it over. Oh my goodness, Carly Peak sets the ball, which does a good set. They go back to Hannah Watkins. Olivia Mitchell digs it. Carly Peak's keeping it alive. Savannah tries to go up against Hannah Watkins, and there's just nobody there to. Savannah's just going to lose that fight every time. And Henderson has taken the 3-1 lead.
3-1 lead.
And number 14, that's Kaylee Norman, has entered the game. She steps back. Serves it in the net, and that's a good sign for Caldwell. Now, we have got to capitalize on that. That has not been happening. Henderson has not been making those mistakes.
We've got to play like there's no tomorrow, because there's not after this set.
That's correct. Watkins hits it into the net. That's a rare unforced error on her part. We did have 2 blockers there. We'd like to think that's why she did that. So back, gets the whistle, serves it again. Dockmeyer makes the pass. Kowski has to set outside. They just tip it over. Shaden Allen makes the pass. Kendall sets Carly behind her. It was not a good set, but Carly was able to hit it over. Dockmeyer attacks from back row. Olivia Mitchell digs it. We just send it over. They go back to Hannah Watkins. And Olivia is doing her best to run that ball down, but we just can't get our hands on Hannah Watkins. But fortunately, on that swing and on that rotation, she goes off the court. And
the score is Henderson 4, Caldwell 3.
Maggie Vinson steps in to take the serve. And Kendall steps over there like she's going to get the ball, then realizes she wasn't in good position and freezes, and Tayway's already give up on it. And that's just a little lack of communication. And now coach gives him a different look. Kendall's going to set. Savannah steps back to receive. Peak tries to hit that ball on second contact, and that ball went off the basketball court. Caldwell's now showing a little bit of frustration. They're going to have to settle down.
They're going to have to settle down. The game's early. The set's still early.
We're running the ball down out of system. We have to free it over. They make a pass to their setter. They get it to Dockmeyer. She pushes it deep. Tayway's there. Kendall gets the ball. She sets to Shaden Allen. Shaden gets a swing. We block it. And the official's going to say that ball did not cross the net, and we get called for full contact.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Yep.
I thought the ball, as far as the ball rebounded, I thought sure that it was a block on it.
Tayway's coming over to talk to him about it. Of course, the ball he's going to say the ball went through the net and hit the blockers, and which is the tape on the net's what he's going to say. And we're not going to win that argument, but he is humoring Tayway and letting her come over and ask him about it. But it's not going to change the call.
No. The score is Henderson 7, Caldwell 3.
And Vinson steps back to the service line. She gets the serve. Olivia Mitchell makes a pass, and where's our setter? we didn't have anybody there to set the ball. Savannah had stepped back to receive. Kendall was up to be the setter, but she didn't transition. And so now coach has switched back to Kendall receiving. And Tayway shanks to receive. That doesn't happen very often, but it happens to everybody somewhere along the way. And she rallies the troop, tries to pick them up. Tayway, a smart move, get those young girls in there, try to calm them down. They get the serve again. This time Tayway makes a good pass. Savannah has the ball, goes to Carly Peak. Carly goes down the line and hits the ball out of bounds, but the R2 calls a touch on the block, and the Henderson girls grinning, so I'm thinking that, yeah, it must have been a touch. She thought she got by with it, but she didn't. And so Carly Peak's going to get her first kill of the set. Caitlin Conway goes to the service line. She gets the serve. Kowski passes it up. Wasn't a great pass. They're out of system. Go back court roll shot by Maggie Vinson. She hits it out of bounds. And that's their fourth error, unforced error of this set. So, hopefully Caldwell can start capitalizing on that a little bit. Caitlin serves it again. This time they get a good pass. Goes out to Darkmeyer. And they call a double contact on the setter.
Score is Henderson 9, Caldwell 6. Caldwell's got a little rally going.
Caitlin serves it again. Not a good receive. And they just tipped it over. My goodness, it almost scored, and Olivia Mitchell had to dive to get it. The ball goes in, and Shaden Allen swings at it. It goes out of bounds, and she's begging for a touch, and Scott's not going to give it to her, but the line judge standing down there.
Line judge
called it all the way.
Called a touch.
And Henderson wants to plead their case, and line judge stays with it. Scott stays with his line judge, and Caldwell got a little run going.
Score is 9-7, Henderson.
Caitlin serves it again. They pass it up. They're out of system, but Dockmeyer gets a good opportunity to swing. Olivia makes a great dig. Oh, Carly Prowl tries to set the ball, and she does a double contact. And Caitlin leaves the game, and that allows Tayway to come back in as the libero. And Henderson serves the ball. Tayway makes a good pass. Kendall's got the ball in her hands. She said Shaden Allen, the ball's a little behind her. She tries to punch it over and hits it out of bounds. And
Henderson 11, Caldwell 7.
It's Emma Gilham serving the ball. She gets the whistle. Serves again. Olivia makes the pass. She gets the set right back at Olivia. She gets a good swing from the back row. They play it up. They're out of system. They're going to free it over. Abby Griggs makes the receive. She sets it, passes it too tight to Kendall. Can't set it, but she tips it over and she scores. And Caldwell, Tayway's up there talking to her young setters and young hitters and trying to calm them down. Riley Thomas enters the game to serve for Shaden. She gets the whistle. They make the pass. They're out of system. The setter plays it up. They're just going to roll it over. Savannah had to make a diving dig. Olivia gets a good swing. Chakowski plays it up. They go to Springer in the middle. She gets a good swing, and I'm not too sure that's not her first kill of the night. She's been pretty quiet. Brooke Springer gets the kill.
Henderson 12, Caldwell 8. Seems like we rally a little bit, and Henderson spurts ahead.
Margalot makes the serve. And Savannah wasn't sure if it was in or out. She went ahead and played it as she has to do. And that's okay because Olivia Mitchell gets a swing and a kill. That ball looked like it was going to be right on the line. Savannah had to make a decision, and if you're not sure, you're always told to play the ball.
It was very close, very close.
Kendall Proud goes back to serve. She serves it out of bounds. And Henderson rotates. Dockmeyer goes back to the service line. And she gets the whistle. She serves it. Tayway makes a good pass. Kendall sets Olivia Mitchell in the middle. She hits it right at Springer, and she's able to muscle it down. Gets another kill.
How many is that Olivia's got?
Olivia's got 11 on the night, 2 in this set. So she's having a really good game. A really good game. And we keep getting our serves in. We have a chance to maybe make a little run. They go to Watkins. Tayway makes the dig, and Watkins hits the net on the follow-through. And that's actually her second hitting error of this set. She still has 3 kills, but that gives us a little momentum. 11-13. We're not out of this. Caldwell's just got to keep battling.
Just got to
get
1 point at a time.
Dr. Meyer. Oh, that's a double, and he does call it. Hallelujah. Scott felt the same thing I saw. I'm helping him a little bit from up here.
I don't think he heard you, though.
You don't think he heard me? And
that one, I could have called that one. That one was pretty obvious.
Tayway gets the whistle. They passed it up. Henderson's not receiving the ball real clean right now. This is our chance to make a run.
Caldwell 13, Henderson 13. We've tied it up.
And Tayway serves it again. This time they get a good pass. They set back row to Dockmeyer. She just rolls it. Riley passes it up. Savannah sets to Carly Peak. She gets a good little roll shot of run. She gets the kill. It's her second kill of the night. And I'm thinking Henderson's starting to show a little fatigue, Johnny. They've been romping and stomping, and now they're not making good passes.
It could be. Caldwell's up. Now the crowd needs to kind of get into this a little bit.
Tayway serves it again. They make a good pass this time. They go to Springer on the outside. We dig it. It's tight. It's going to be a joust. And Watkins able to just drop that ball down on top of Savannah. There's nothing Savannah could do about it. She was definitely outmatched by about 7 inches, and there wasn't much Savannah could do about that. But it was a good effort to dig that ball. Caldwell needs to ride the momentum. Chakowski goes back to the service line.
Got to keep playing.
Score's tied. She serves it. Kendall makes a good pass to Savannah. Savannah shoots the ball out there to Carly. She gets a good swing. They dig it up, send it as a free ball. We need to capitalize on this. Another good pass out to Olivia. She tips it. They play it up. Now they're still out of system. We still have an opportunity to finish this. Blockers there. It should go off the block, and no, it did not. I thought sure that ball was touched on block. Carly was trying to go angle, and it did not touch anybody, and that ball goes out of bounds. Unfortunate for us. But it was a good rally. Chakowski goes back to serve again. She gets the whistle. We pay it up. Savannah sets Olivia behind her. We just get a little roll shot. They're out of system. They're going to have to free it over. They're not able to do it. So that's going to go down as a kill for Olivia.
Score is 15-15.
And Olivia rotates back to the service line. Shaden Allen comes back in the line. We've got Shaden and Carly in the front row. This is our opportunity to really do some damage. Olivia's typically a good server, but we serve it out of bounds. And that's second service error of the set, not for Olivia, but for the team. And we're still making way too many errors. We've got to capitalize on Henderson being a little bit out of sorts this set. Kaylee Norman serves it. Tayway makes a pass. It's not great. We need to communicate, ladies. Wasn't sure who was going to get that ball. We just sent a free ball over. That ball's going to go back to Hannah Watkins. Everybody knows it. And we don't make a great effort on that ball, get a hand on it, but it goes down as a kill. I mean, everybody in the gym knew who was going to get that ball. We just can't seem to be able to do anything about it.
We can't. We just can't get any touches at the net.
Norman serves it again. Tayway makes a pass. Savannah gets her hands on it this time. Sets Carly Peak. She tips it. They block it. We send over a deep free ball, trying to get them out of system. It goes back to Hannah Watkins again. This time Tayway steps over and tries to get it. And Coach Courtner steps up and stops his girls in the pursuit. Don't want anybody getting hurt at this point. And Hannah gets another kill.
And just like that, Henderson spurted back ahead, 18-15. Caldwell calls the timeout. We were tied at 15, and now they scored it ahead.
And even when we tied the game, our crowd was a little bit quiet. The girls still look a little flat. Even when they tied the game up, I thought this gym should be roaring, and I'm not sure why.
We actually went up 15-14.
And we're still showing our faces are starting to show a little frustration, and that concerns me. You know, we're not out of this game. I mean, we're 3 points down. That's nothing in the game of volleyball. You get a missed serve and a couple kills, and all of a sudden it's a new game, and that can happen just in the blink of an eye. So, Caldwell needs to regroup. They need to come out with a little enthusiasm, show some energy, and and try to salvage this.
They're going to have to make some plays.
This is the game right here. If they don't salvage this set, they go home. And Tayway steps out, tries to encourage her young teammates. You know, she's out there with 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior right now. Both seniors are on the floor, and so it's a fairly young squad on the floor right now.
Is Savannah a sophomore?
Savannah's a sophomore. Kaylee Norman gets the whistle. And here comes a little skip serve. And she serves it out of bounds. That's coach point. Coach Kortner gets that point for calling the timeout, icing the server, and getting an uncharacteristic
It was very, very close. Though.
Very, very close. Line judge is looking right at it. Savannah gets the whistle. Dockmeyer makes the pass. They set Hannah Watkins. Big surprise. We dig it. And oh, my goodness. Kendall was trying to come in and set that ball. Carly Peak went right up over top of her and took it and got the kill. She hits the floor hard. Johnny, I thought her head hit the floor. She gets up. She's tough as nails. And she says, I'm all right. Savannah steps back, serves it again. Dockmeyer makes the pass. They set to Hannah Watkins. She just tries to roll it. It's blocked back by Shaden. Hannah gets it again. It wasn't a good set. We pass it up. And Kendall Prowl tries to dump it over, but she reaches across her body. And she gets called for a lift.
And it was a lift.
It was a lift. She reached across her body, grabbed it, and threw it over. Maggie Vinson steps back, gets served. She serves it deep. Tayway passes it a little bit tight. Savannah just punches it over. Ball goes back to the setter. They set Dockmeyer. She tries to tip it. Kendall plays it up. Savannah steps in, takes the set. Shaden Allen. She's blocked. Blocked for the kill. We was hoping that ball was going to go out of bounds. Everybody kind of froze, thought it might go out of bounds, but it did not.
Score is Henderson 20, Caldwell 17.
Vincent gets the whistle. She serves again. That ball was going out of bounds. Kendall Prowl jumps. Tries to play it, and it goes off her hands. And that lets Henderson go up 21-17. Serve. Tayway tries to pass it up. It goes back to the middle of the court. We're just going to free it over. They put the ball in the setter's hands. She goes to Dockmeyer. No surprise. She's in the front row. Kendall's going to set Shaden Allen a little tight. She tips it. They pay it up. It's out of system. It's all over. We did play it up. Not a good set to Carly. She had to tip it. And we was lucky to come out of that one alive. Walkers were there. Carly just got enough tip on it. Ball just died in their hands, and they weren't able to play it. Carly gets a kill. And that is Carly's 4th kill of the night. Caitlin Conway comes in to serve. Scores 21-18. We're not out of this. If we can just...
Never. You're never out of it.
The ball goes out to Dockmeyer. She gets a good swing. And, you know, that's her first kill of the set. You know, she's had a block, and she's had a kill. So she's not the difference in this game, but Hannah Watkins is, and our unforced errors is the difference in the game for us tonight.
Absolutely.
And right now
we've made more errors tonight than we've made this entire tournament.
Emma Gillum serves it. We send it right back over. They show it back to us. We pass it up. Shaden tips it. They go back out to Dockmeyer. She gets a good swing. Tayway digs it up. Abby Griggs sets. Oh, my goodness. It was a tweener. We weren't sure who was going to get it. Lydia tries to free it over, and it's an error.
Caldwell 18, Henderson 23.
Now we're getting into dangerous territory. We pass the ball up. Kendall sets Abby Griggs. She tips the ball over. They get the ball up there tight to the net. We block it. They send it right back over. Shaden passes it out to Kendall. Kendall sets Olivia in the back row. Olivia gets a good swing, gets the back row kill. And that gives us a little bit of new life. Scores 19-23. Riley Thomas enters the game.
We can't make a mistake now, though.
This is where we struggle a little bit. We got 3 freshmen in the front row, and that makes it a little tough. Riley Thomas is serving, another freshman. We got 4 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior out there on the floor. Springer hits it. Tayway makes a diving dig. Riley just got to free the ball over. They get the ball back to their setter, not in a great position. Dockmeyer gets it. She gets it
way under the net.
And Libby Dockmeyer gets the kill.
Henderson's setter was way under the net on that one. I can't hardly believe the official missed that call.
The
set point, match point, 24-19.
Regional championship point. The server is Sophie Margalot. And the ball is up. And she serves it out of bounds. Tayway follows it all the way back, just like you're supposed to do. And at the last second realizes she's on the end line. That ball goes out of bounds. Now, Kendall Prowl steps back. She's had one service error tonight. This set. She just serves that ball in. Kind of a lollipop. She ain't going to miss her serve. And we have a joust at the net with Abby Briggs and Brooke Springer, and Brooke comes out on top. And Caldwell's hopes of a regional championship dies right there on that point.
25-20, Henderson.
And you know what? Caldwell County, they're upset. That's not how they envisioned this game going. It's not how I envisioned this game going. But give them a lot of credit. They played hard, just like I said. They had 5 freshmen on the floor, 4 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior. And, to even be in that game was commendable. We made a lot of errors, a lot of unforced errors, but, young kids are going to do that. But they battled. They did what they wanted to. Dockmeyer didn't beat us, but we didn't have an answer for Hannah Watkins. And Hannah just, she basically, Hannah with her great night and ours with a few too many unforced errors.
Well, she had a great night, but she's a great player.
She is. Of course she is. Give her credit.
We made too many unforced errors in all 3 sets.
Yeah.
The difference, we lost by 5 points, 2 or 3 times, and we had probably 20 unforced errors in the match.
We had 28 on my count.
28 unforced errors
in the match. We had 18 in the first 2, split between the first 2. So we averaged about 9 unforced errors a set, and we lost by 5.
You can't hardly beat anybody doing that.
And you know what? You call them unforced errors, but, there's a lot going on down there. And the girls played hard. They had a great season. They did some great things. Cardi Peak, she's got nothing to hang her head about. And Taylor Whalen, they both played senior games. Taylor was doing everything she could to pick these young girls up, and they both played hard, and young kids played hard, and it's just all you can expect. They've received their runner-up trophy with grace, and they're out there, and when all the dust settles and all the tears dry up, and they're going to remember this with some pride. It's going to be some pain, and if it didn't hurt when you lose a big game, then you're not competing. But in the end, when they look back on it, they look back with some pride, as I think they should. They've had a great season. Coach has done a great job. I know the coaching staff is proud of them. I'm proud of them. I know there's a good fan base out there. I know they're proud of them.
Caldwell's got a large fan base here tonight.
And when they look back on this season, they're going to remember Region Player of the Year. They're going to remember some great performances and some great opportunities for growth. And these kids are going to come back. These young girls are going to come back next year with a little fire, a little determination, and they're going to grow from this. Give Henderson credit. They had a great game. Hannah Watkins, my gosh, she had a career night. She had 6 kills each in the first 2 sets, and she had 6 kills. I've got her with 18 kills if I got them all, and that's a great night.
That's a lot of kills for a 3-set match.
It sure is. And so, give them credit. They earned it. We tried to take them out of their game. Dockmeyer, she played the whole game, and we tried to take her out. She didn't hurt us offensively, but she didn't make the errors that we had hoped she would make. They made more errors in that 3rd set than they made the whole match. We couldn't capitalize on it, and give them credit for that, for their experience, the tough schedule they play. And this is not their first rodeo. They're used to being here. So the Henderson will go on to Louisville, and they'll face Assumption or Sacred Heart. I'm not sure who's won their region yet, and good luck to them on that draw. And Caldwell will go home and lick their wounds and come back next year a little more mature. And we really do appreciate having the opportunity to give this, to do these live stream and to announce these games. Appreciate WPKY allowing us to come down here. This was a great place to view it and to do the live stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll try to get, excuse me? Okay, I hope Ty was saying that the internet was a little spotty. Hope you all was able to see the game. It was a good game. It was fun. A lot of action. Caldwell put on a good show. Got a lot of kills.
They did. They just came up a little short.
We'll go to a break, and maybe we can get Coach Courtney to come up and talk to us for a few minutes. Let's take a few-minute break, and we'll try to get him to come up and recap for us.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric plant board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric plant board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric plant board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Great news. Any size ice cold and refreshing soft drinks are still just $1 at McDonald's every day. That's the news. Now the weather. Soft drink lovers at McDonald's report enjoying ice cold deliciousness. Also reported, chance of refreshment, 100%. Get any size soft drink for just $1 only at McDonald's. A la carte only, limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Welcome back to Cadiz, Kentucky, as we're just concluded the Region 2 Volleyball Championship. Henderson won. In the process of announcing the second region team, Carly Peak was just named second region. Hannah Watkins from Henderson was named. Sarah Cavanaugh from Hopkinsville was named. Waiting for the next announcement. If you just joined us, Caldwell lost the match in 3 sets. Olivia Mitchell, Caldwell County, just named.
From Henderson County, Libby Dockmeyer.
Libby Dockmeyer from Henderson County, senior.
From Madisonville North Hopkins High School, Madison McKay.
Madison McKay from Madisonville North Hopkins. I'm not sure what age she is. Carly's a senior.
From Caldwell County, Savannah Taves.
Caldwell County, Savannah Taves. Well-deserved sophomore, young setter. She leads this offense.
Casey Chakowski.
Henderson, Casey Chakowski. Libero.
From Madisonville North Hopkins High School, Sophie Matheny.
Sophie McPhee from Madisonville. The Chakowski, I might add, has signed to play D1 volleyball in Missouri. Congratulations to her.
Carolyn Beamer.
Carolyn Beamer from Hopkinsville High School. Hopkinsville made their first appearance in the regional tournament this year, first time in 9 years. So that was good for them.
From Trigg County, Lexi Wright.
Trigg County, Lexi Wright. UHA, Lily Hendricks, coach's daughter. I think Lily's a sophomore.
From Livingston Central High School, Tabby Hayden.
Livingston. What's her name? Tabby Hayden.
And from Webster County, Leah Martinez.
Leah Martinez from Webster County. Congratulations to these young ladies. Well deserved.
They are your second region all tournament team members. Congratulations.
This was the all tournament team. Voted on by the coaches. And congratulations to these young ladies for a good tournament. It's been a fun tournament, real competitive. It's kind of hard for these young ladies that step out there and that's just come off the loss to step out there and put on their photo smiles, but they've got a lot to smile about even in the loss, and we're proud of them. And we're allowing all the parents to step out there and take their pictures and enjoy their moment before they make the award the first place trophy. And they've already recognized while we were on break, they called Carly Peak out and recognized her for Region Player of the Year. And we might add that this is the 11th time. It's been 10 years, but this is the 11th award of Region Player of the Year. And Caldwell County's gotten 7 of those 11, so that's been a great tradition. And now they're doing all region team based on season play.
From Henderson County High School, Casey Chakowski.
Henderson, Casey Chakowski.
From Hopkins County Central, Joey Porter.
From Hopkins Central, Joey Porter.
From University Heights Academy,
UHA, Lily Hendricks. It's not unusual for duplication of some of these awards.
From Hopkinsville, Sarah Kavanaugh.
Hopkinsville, Sarah Kavanaugh. Waiting on Sarah to come out of the crowd.
Caldwell County, Carly Peak.
Caldwell, Carly Peak. No surprise there. Henderson, Anna Watkins.
From Madisonville, North Hopkins, Sophie Matheny.
Sophie Matheny from Madisonville, North Hopkins.
From Webster County, Leah Martinez.
Webster County, Leah Martinez.
From Livingston Central, Abby Payton.
Livingston Central, Abby Payton. Tabby Hayden, I'm sorry.
From Trigg County, Lexi Light.
Trigg County, Lexi Wright.
From Crittenden County, Kenley Perryman.
Crittenden County, Candy Perry. From Critton. I'm not sure if I said that right.
From Madisonville, North Hopkins, Libby Wagner.
Madisonville, North Hopkins, Libby Wagner. These selections are made by a region vote by all the coaches.
From Caldwell County, Taylor Whalen.
Caldwell, Taylor Whalen. Nice to see both our seniors get these awards.
Christian County, Elizabeth Gibbs.
Elizabeth Gibbs from Christian County. And the way he said that, I'm wondering if that's our last one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
2017 Second Region All-Region Team.
That's the Second Region All-Region team. And later on, there'll be votes statewide for All-State First Team, All-State Second Team, and for Honorable Mention. And last year, Carly Peak was First Team All-State. And I can't help but think that she'll have a good chance of making that again, as well, maybe hopefully another couple girls. That's a talented group down there. And the announcer has completed their presentations, and we're going to take a short break and try to maybe get Coach Courtner to come up and talk to us for just a few minutes and recap. And I want to leave on a positive note of all the success that the girls have had this year. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Hello, my name is Beth Scheidler, and I'm excited to announce my affiliation with the Community Medical Clinic on Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Growing up, I always had a desire to help others and provide care to those in need. I've dedicated my life to providing this care to our community, and I'm excited to provide this care for you at Community Medical Clinic in Princeton. So I wanted to let you know that although my location has changed, I will continue to be able to see my existing patients and look forward to the opportunity to serve new patients. You can call the Community Medical Clinic at 270-365-0227 to schedule your appointment today. I look forward to providing quality care to the community that I grew up in. Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Have you or a loved one been discharged from the hospital but not quite recovered enough to go home? Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program is the answer you are looking for. The Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program can help patients that are recovering from stroke, joint repair replacement, IV therapy, post-hospitalization pain management, wound or major surgery, acute physical or occupational therapy. Call 270-365-0300 to see if Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program is right for you. Caldwell Medical Center, located 100 Medical Center Drive in Princeton.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders from KFC here with some real news. My delicious, world-famous original recipe fried chicken is available at a KFC near you. Has been and will be until the end of time. No matter what's happening in the world, you can trust that my original recipe chicken is always made with the lemon herbs and spices. Many unnamed sources agree. It's delicious. Get it in a KFC $10 chicken share and enjoy it with a friend. KFC, it's still finger-licking good. Limited time offer. Participating KFCs. Prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
This is Carol at the Woodall Agency at 110 West Washington Street in the heart of downtown Princeton. Our agency is proud to have been a part of this community since 1907. We want you to come by and see us soon. We may be able to save you some money on your home, auto, motorcycle, or mobile home insurance. Discounts for good students, multi-policy, safe drivers, and many more. We appreciate our loyal customers, and we will work hard to make you feel like part of the Woodall Agency family. Call me today at 365-5541. This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website, Woodall, at woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
AY, and we're in Cadiz at the Wildcats Gymnasium. Just completed the second region volleyball tournament with Caldwell County versus Henderson. Henderson came out the winner on a 3-set victory. Although it was a hard-fought game, and scores were close, and Caldwell was in it all the way. I'm here with Coach Daniel Kortner, and get his thoughts on his season and the game tonight.
Had about 15 minutes of award ceremonies, and I've got 2 words. One is love, and one is proud. I've got a team over there that really didn't want to win it for themselves. They wanted to win it for the 2 seniors. They knew the regrets coming in off of what we did last year, off of how we finished the regional tournament last year. And we knew we had to fire our big guns. We knew we couldn't mess around and tip and push, and they're too fast. Their defense is too long, too fast, too seasoned. And we had to absolutely fire every weapon we had and try to live off of percentages. We missed, 5 serves in the first set, and we lost by 5. Yeah. Go into the second set and kind of have a regroup and look around and say everything we did worked. But do not take a step back. I will never throw a punch and then back up and watch. And we came out with that second set, and I think that one we missed just about as many. 4, and they were short serves. They were more cautious serves. We knew their weaknesses, and we gave them a game plan, and every Caldwell County Lady Tiger did their best to fulfill their role in the game plan. And they're going to carry them, but I wish they wouldn't. A few regrets. Because, JJ asked him going into the third, before you go to bed tonight, look yourself in the mirror and say, did I give it my all? And you can look down on that court, and they're almost in shock a little bit, because they truly did give it their all season, from Murray team camp through tryouts to tonight. They've done an amazing job.
I thought they did do an amazing job, and it was obvious that your game plan was to take Dockmeyer out of the game. Mm-hmm. Hugely successful in doing that. You mentioned that you wanted to come out here firing on all cylinders, and you did. I believe the stats are going to show that you out-hit them. Mm-hmm. And the first 2 sets, I know you did. Mm-hmm. I was keeping up with it just best I could up here, but I've got you with 8, 10, 15 kills in the first set from 4 different hitters. Right. They basically had 6 kills from Hannah Watkins in the first set, 3 from Dockmeyer, and that was their offense. Right. So you out-hit them, but we made just too many errors.
Well, and the thing is, when you try to pinpoint a weakness, that's really the only one they had was serving at Dockmeyer and hitting on the pins. We got a ball out to our outsides and moved Carly from pin to pin and did what we thought we wanted to do. And we knew we were going to be offensive, and that's why we had a good feeling going to the second set. We almost had a so what mentality, turn it around and let's go. And when you take a Dockmeyer out of the game, they have a Watkins. When you take her out of the game, they have a Jakowski. When you take her out of the game, they've got another and another and another. And all year long, most of the teams that you run across are only 2 deep. Three doesn't happen. I'm deep.
Yeah.
And they're deep, and you run up against it, and it's just going to who bows first.
Yeah, and the girls played hard. It was obvious. They did everything. I could tell they was trying to do everything you asked them to do. And I think the only thing that they're going to look back on maybe tonight and say, well, you know, I made a few too many errors. Well, when you're playing aggressive,
right,
when you're pushing the envelope, you're going to make the errors.
Right. Well, with high risk come high, rewards.
Exactly.
And we've, you and I have talked for years about do we serve too aggressive sometimes? But we looked last night. Hoptown sent free ball after free ball after free ball because of our aggressive serve, and we knew if we could push them deep in our serves, that we would have a lot more success. Well, they come out in the first set, and they're only about 20 to 22 feet deep. And we said, okay, we're going to have to serve short where we're comfortable. We're a very good short-serving team. But it's like shooting a free throw. When you're nervous and your knees are a little wiggly, you leave the ball short. And I think we left 2 or 3, and that kind of rattled our confidence. And I did not do a good job explaining to those younger ladies that, hey, you've done this all year. And I was trying to give one a zone, and I hear Carly Peak yelling out there at them. She said, you just go do you. And that clicked in my head of why tonight would I try to change what a young lady's done for 4 months now. Well,
they were very successful in everything they did. I mean, we was concerned. We talked about it last night, and I know I've talked about it with Johnny, and we was concerned about the big block. Well, the block isn't what hurt you.
No, we were.
You scored.
Yeah, both teams somehow were able to go over the top of both blocks.
Yeah.
It's not really geometrical sound. I don't know how we do that, but I think looking back, they weren't. I don't know that Henderson showed their whole hand all week.
Hannah certainly didn't.
No, and they were able to step up and do their job plus some.
Yeah, and you're a very young team. At one point, we're looking out there at the end of the game. You've got 4 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior on the floor, and give them credit. They battled. They're playing against a team with a lot more experience. They've got, I think I figured up 5 seniors, and they've been here numerous times, and they're the team to beat. And it's going to take our freshmen a little while to figure out how to slay the giant, and they will. Unfortunate for Taylor and Carly that it ends like this, but man, they did their job. I tell you, Way was out there. She was hugging those young girls. She was stepping up. She was in their ear. She was really trying to encourage those young girls, and that was fun to watch. I can see Carly from the bench, like you said, when she's off in the back row, and when she come out, I mean, she played with emotion.
Right.
But they got beat by a good team. That's all you can say.
Yeah, and you can only say that with pride.
Sure.
There's 32 teams played tonight in the state of Kentucky. 32 teams, and only 16 move on out of 230 something schools. So we will hang our hat on it. Again, just like last year, they've got a trophy that only 16 other teams got in the state. So they'll look back and recognize the magnitude of tonight.
Sure, and Carly Peak being Region Player of the Year, it's got to make you proud. You got Olivia. Let's see, Olivia and Carly and Savannah makes all tournament team. Olivia a freshman, Savannah a sophomore. So that's something to build on for next year, Coach.
Right.
You know that, and then of course that was the tournament team, and then the all region we had Taylor and Savannah, Taylor and Carly, and. Was that the only 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's the way it should be. Your seniors led you all year, and then you got young stars coming up into the end.
And that's getting respect of people around the region. That's nothing that, they didn't call me and say, give me 2 names. They go around and say, nominate off of other teams and vote off other teams. And that gets you the respect. So to have 2 out of 13 teams in the region, and they only took, I think, 14 kids total.
Right.
And
to have
to have 2 is an honor.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, kudos to Carly, Region Player of the Year.
Yes,
and one thing I wanted to point out, I got to thinking about it, I was trying to think of all the kids that got it when we didn't. Caldwell's gotten it 7 times. It's been 10 years, but it's actually 11 awards because you count the first one and the last one. And there was 4 times that we haven't gotten it. But, that's still pretty good percentage. 7 out of 11. And super proud of Carly and the work that she's put in it. Super proud of you for giving her the opportunity and to win it. And proud of the program, proud of the kids, coaches. Y'all did a great job. Appreciate WPKY for letting us come
Absolutely.
on and put on a great show, and y'all did, and we're proud of you. Is there anything else you want to say?
When you look from wall right to left, there's still there's still a bigger crowd hanging on around now, almost 40 minutes after the match. There's a bigger crowd hanging around here than I think Henderson brought total. I can't thank Princeton enough for support in every way you ask. And they came tonight. They were vocal. Probably 60 to 75 kids, student body sitting over there supporting their friends, and that makes the atmosphere fun. And that's one thing that makes it so rough, is you really want to perform in front of your supporters. And everybody that walks by smacks you in the back and says, your girls have class, your girls have athletic ability, your girls have heart, and they do not have quit. And there's very few accolades that make a coach sit back and go, we're in the right place.
Sure. And you know, and Johnny and I was talking at the end of the game, you know, they're going to cry and they're upset, and they should be. If you're competitive, you should be upset when you lose. Right. But in the end, when all the dust settles and all the crying stops and they, you know, they move on to something else in their life, they're going to always look back. Harley and Taylor are always going to look back at this night and with a certain amount of pride, and they should. And we're proud for them. And you, Coach.
Thank you. And, I'm getting waved at from the locker room. I think they want me to go cry with them.
Yeah, you need to get down there to them. We're going to sign off here at WPKY. Appreciate the opportunity to be down here. I'm Sue Stone. I've been talking to Daniel Kortner, and we'll conclude the night. Region 2 Volleyball Championship. Henderson goes on to Louisville.